Hello guys, and thank you for joining me. Today we're going to be making some delicious fish. We are going to grab our fish here, and for this one I'm not going to make everything. I have about 2.5 pounds of rockfish, wild caught rockfish, and but I'm not going to make it all. I'm going to only use what I need. So we have the ingredients here. So rockfish, we have 100% pure avocado oil. We're going to season our flour here. It's going to be a batter with garlic powder. Oh, actually this is supposed to be onion powder. Sorry, let me see if I have some more. Oh, I guess I don't have any. It's okay. So garlic powder. I'm going to be using this Weber savory steakhouse seasoning because it has a little bit of everything and it tastes pretty good. I'm going to use rosemary. I'm going to use some parsley, some pepper, salt, and of course we're going to be using our panko crumbs. So it's Panko Crusted Rockfish, and we're going to use some eggs, okay, and of course our flour to batter our fish with. So let's get started. All right, so first what I'm going to do, I'm going to open up my package here with my rockfish. I'm going to give it a rinse right there. Go. Let's pour that out. There we go. Another quick little rinse here. Just make sure everything's nice and clean. There we go. There we go. And then we're gonna pat it dry in just a moment and we'll be back. All right, so now we have our fish nice and clean here. Move this to the side. Let's put this down. That way I have a nice clear countertop. And I'm gonna take a baking dish and I'm gonna pat down my rockfish. I'm going to get a paper towel. Right here, a paper towel. I'm just going to pat down my, I don't want it wet. Right here. There we go. Pat it all down because we're going to then sprinkle it with salt and pepper, season it well. If you haven't tried rockfish, rockfish is, I don't know, it's meaty like cod, like black cod, and it really does well with batter. It has nice big chunks of meat. I really, really like it. Pat it dry, and then we're going to clean it up a little too, right here. There we go. Come over here and wash my hands. There we go. All right. So we have our, let me get some tongs. There we go. Tongs are very important because it's going to make your hands very messy. There we go. So we're going to sprinkle first with some salt. There we go. Make sure it's nice and salted. And then we're going to add pepper. we're going to flip it over and we're going to do the other side. There we go. So that is salted and it's peppered. And we're going to get our batter ready here. So we're going to put this to the side and we're going to come back and do our batter. Okay, and so for our batter, we're going to need some containers and plates. We need one for the flour, one for the panko crumbs. Just create a nice assembly line here, right here, like that. And then we are going to, we're going to add our eggs in this nice deep container because we're going to dip our fish in it. So let me see, we are going to grab our eggs. We're going to crack them. There we go. Make sure there's no shells. Oh, like me, it's okay. Scoop it up. There we go. And 4. I'm using 4 eggs here. Now we're going to take, I'm going to use a fork. I'm going to use a fork or a whisk. And I'm going to mix it all up here. Or tongs right here. And so we are going to now add panko. I had a little bit of panko crumbs from the other time that I used it. So we have panko crumbs on one plate right here. Perfect. Right there. And might add a little bit more. I'm going to open a new box here. But yes, if you haven't used this, this is a Japanese style breadcrumbs, panko. There we go. Perfect. Put that to the side, and then we have our flour to do. So we're going to add some flour to our plate here. Right there. Perfect. Spread it around. I'm going to get a spoon because we're going to be mixing in some seasonings into the flour right here. So we are going to add our Weber seasoning. Sprinkle it in. You can't go wrong with this. It's so tasty. But you can use whatever seasonings you prefer. I'm going to put in rosemary. Right here. A good amount in there. We're going to be adding the parsley. Let me open this lid. Woo! Again, can't go wrong with that. And garlic powder. Garlic powder. Ooh. Gonna use it all up. There we go. All right, there we go. We're gonna mix it all up here. There we go. Delicious. Mix it up real good until everything is combined. And then I'm going to add, I can maybe add a little bit more if I need to. There we go. everything's nice and mixed in. There we go. All right. There we go. So move that to the side or a bit away from you. We need all the space needed. There we go. So now that we have all that, we have our assembly line, and we're going to start getting ready to put this all together. All right, so here we have our assembly line. We got our rockfish right here. It's been salted and peppered on both sides. We have our egg wash right here. We have our panko crumbs, and then we have our seasoned flour mixture right here that we made. So now we're going to be taking a pan. We're going to add some oil. I'm going to be adding avocado oil. So right over here, we're going to be adding, let me turn this light on here. We're going to be adding our oil. Okay, so it's going to be maybe until the bottom is covered here. We want a nice crust on our fish. Okay, so as you can see there, I covered the bottom of the pan just enough. See, I'm going to add a little bit more right there in the center. There we go. And let's get ready to batter our fish. So let's get started. So this is the order that we're going to do it here. This is what we want to do. We want to have our fish ready to go. We have our egg wash. We're going to have, after dipping our fish into the egg wash or egg mixture, we're going to flour, and then we're going to dip it back into the egg and then into the panko, and then from the panko to the pan. So here we go. Let's get started. We're going to take right here, we're going to dip it into the egg. So you can see here. Right there, nice dipped, and then we're going to dip it into the flour right here. Ooh. There we go. I'm going to do another one into the egg, both sides, and then into the flour. All right, make sure it's nice and coated. There we go. Woo! And while I'm doing this, I am heating up the pan with oil. Want to make sure it's nice and hot. That way you can get a nice crust on your fish. There we go. Ooh, and then I'm going to do this one on this side. Go. It's going to get messy. There we go. So I have those two ready to go. I'm going to dip it back in the egg and then into the panko crumbs. Here we go. So into the egg. Right here, and then it's going to go into the panko crumbs. Make sure you take off the excess here. There we go, and lay it into the panko crumbs. Let's take our other one here, into the egg, dip on both sides, and into the panko crumbs. There we go. Perfect. We're going to wait for the oil to heat up. and then we'll be back. We're going to take our fish in the panko crumbs, and then we're going to fry them up right here. There we go. Look at there. I'm going to cover them up a little bit with more panko. There you go. And so these babies right here are going to go into our hot oil. We'll be back. Okay, I'm going to test out this oil here to see if it's hot enough. I'm going to just take a little piece of panko crumb, see if it sizzles. We are good to go. So let's take our plate here. We're going to transfer that into our oil. There we go. Make sure everything's nice and coated. There we go. And into the oil it goes right there. Oh, here's a little piece. Let's not forget that little piece right here. And into the oil. All right, there you go. We're going to add our splash screen here. We're going to let that sizzle. I'm going to turn down the heat down to medium. Right there. We're going to give it a few minutes on each side until it's golden brown. All right, we're going to get ready to flip this over. It's always hard at the beginning. Oh, look at that. Nice color. Get it from that side. Oh, there we go. Nice color right there. We'll let it sizzle on that side for another few minutes. Okay, as you can see, it's nice and golden. It's been cooking on both sides. I'm going to take a spatula and also some tongs to pick this up because it's very, very crispy, but they're big pieces here. We do not want to break them. I already broke one. There we go. I'm going to transfer it over to our plate. Right there. Here. And this will happen. You know, some will break apart, but oh my goodness, so crispy, so delicious. You'll love it. And now we're going to continue on, and we're going to fry the rest. Nice and crispy. Wow. Right here. There we go. Turn it down. Look at that. Woo. All right, we're going to look at our fish here. We are going to... Oh my gosh, look at all that. Look at the crispiness. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Wow. And it's crispy. Crispy, crispy. So delicious. I'm gonna plate up. Now I'm plating our delicious Panko Crusted fish. I'm adding some avocado slices. My avocado is fully ripened, but we're not gonna waste it at all. We're gonna eat it all up, and then I also added some delicious shoyu on top of that fish with some squeezed lemon. And here it is. It's completed. Look how delicious it looks. Wow. Avocado, mixed rice, has quinoa, wild rice, white rice, and that crispy rockfish. Hope you enjoy it, and let me know what you think. Like, subscribe, and share, and comment. I would love to hear from all of you. Thank you.